Sup?
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another Pinball Party Deep Dive. This week, we talk about the one game to rule them all.
Oh yeah.
Okay, the recording has begun. Zach, welcome back. It's been a while.
Well, it's good to be back. Like everyone else, I didn't know what we were doing anymore, so I thought we were just talking about the Acolyte. Is this an Acolyte podcast?
Deep Dive, the Acolyte, where, oh man, I want to...
Pop culture, I still haven't, real heads up, I
Yeah.
haven't finished the last episode yet. So,
But you've seen both flashback episodes, though, right? Both of them.
I think I've seen the first flashback episode. Maybe I haven't seen the second one.
Oh God, some of the worst
Not that
television
it can
of all
be
time.
ruined at this point. Like, right?
It's
like,
so bad.
I think in general, everybody has said it's so bad that it in some way has lowered the bar where I was behind. Everyone told me it finishes horrible. So then my desire to finish it has gone down.
Mm. But
Right?
you have to
One of
finish
those
it.
Things. Well, I will. I mean, like
Yeah.
I'm a glutton for punishment. The Rebel Moon director's cut came out today.
Stop it.
Dude, look,
Don't-
all I'm saying is I fucking know it's going to be bad. You fucking know it's going to be bad. I clown on
Yeah.
that shit in our texting all
Yeah.
the time. But at the same time, I got to know.
Yeah, that's the
I'm
difference.
like-
I won't watch it. You will. I won't.
Well, yes, I like bad things, but I like bad things that are good. You know, like canon films.
Well, it's like this podcast. Bad things that are good. And since we're doing a deep dive, and this is for the patrons only, who like some of them still exist. So thank you for everyone for sticking around that did. A lot of people dropped off because we stopped creating content, but whatever, they'll come back. We're going to talk about Lord of the Rings, which was, I don't even need to really look up notes for this game. I will.
Yeah.
But
It's funny. I think that this is one of those games I'm always interested in because I think you probably know more than me in like a overall sense. You've owned it multiple times. I've owned it for a couple of years and love the game and
Yeah.
played it when it was close to new, but like, and I know lots of little tidbits, but I think you might know more about like ownership and the different versions and those kinds of things.
I probably know more dumb shit about this game that one shouldn't know. Aside from maybe, we'll get into it. But being a fan of Lord of the Rings in general, this was,
Huge.
we got to go through the actual categories here. I can't just start talking about this game. I forgot we have an actual.
I think
an
it'd
order.
be like, let's just start with who made it and set
Yep.
a time period, right? Because this is a really fascinating time period in Stern's history. You know, this is 2003, and this is after Stern, the demise of Bally Williams. Stern just starts up. They're basically do everything with independent contractors and collaborators, and you see a lot of everything before this is like Monopoly, NFL, Roller Coaster Tycoon,
yeah.
not good games, right? Like Sharky Shootout. And not only that, they're, Pat Lawler design, Steve Ritchie Productions. If you've never noticed on those games, it's because they weren't employees of Stern. So this game came out at a time where they were, really struggling, and just it's George Gomez, Dwight Sullivan, Keith Johnson, who you might know of Sharky Shootout programming fame, maybe Striker Extreme, the good stuff.
And
then,
lately on JJP stuff.
Oh, all the JJP stuff. And
Yeah.
then Kevin O'Connor did the Photoshop.
Right.
I'm talking a lot of shit right out of the gate. But like
Well,
Chris
yeah.
Granner did the sound, and that guy we have spoken about previously, and
Mhm.
he is an all-timer because the sound on Lord of the Rings is amazing, and that guy's done Twilight Zone, Addams Family, just all great stuff. He is great. Did a ton of Bally Williams stuff, and I think he did Wizard of Oz. I would have to double check on that, but I think he was one of the guys at JJP, kind of with Keith that did that kind of stuff.
So back then, the critical reception, this game has like a history. I mean, we're 21 years later. I mean, the theme alone, the IP of Lord of the Rings has its own history. So that's like, water equals wet. But I was not playing pinball in 2003, aside from once in a while picking up a Twilight Zone or Addams Family out at the bar or something and playing it and whatever. Because I was 21. So I was probably just drunk around some sort of substance
young
somewhere.
Jason.
Yeah.
Like to meet that guy.
Was young Zach around pinball at that time?
Yeah, I actually was still playing quite a bit of pinball, and I had figured out, one of our previous podcasts, this is not that long after I figured out you could own pinball machines.
Sure.
And I think Lord of the Rings is one of the games that kept Stern afloat, because I think
to hear the rest of this episode and more exclusive deep dives, join the Pinball Party Patreon at patreon.com/pinballparty, where you can find the link in the show notes below.